Assalamu alaikum students. I am Kiran Almas Jafri from APSEC Sakhar, and today we'll discuss some example numerical problems from your book of physics of 9th class of Federal Board. Now we'll discuss example 4.6 from page number 99. Example 4.6 says that a uniform rod of length 1.5 meter is placed over a wedge at 0.5 meter from its one end. Here you can see that this is the uniform rod. Uniform rod, whenever the word uniform is used, it means that the center of gravity is always at the center of a uniform body. So it is a uniform rod of length 1.5 meter. It means that G is its center of gravity, which is at the center of rod. It means 0.75 meter is on the one side and 0.75 meter is on the other side. So a uniform rod of length 1.5 meter is placed over a wedge at 0.5 meter from one end. This uniform rod is placed on a wedge. This is the wedge at which it is placed or balanced. A force of 100 Newton is applied at one end. At one end, the force of 100 Newton is being applied near the wedge to keep it horizontal. Find the weight of the rod and the reaction of the wedge. Our common sense can tell us that if there is no force at point A, then due to the more length or more weight on side B, the rod will go down and a torque will be produced in this direction. Or in more specific words, we can say that if there is no force at A, the weight which is acting at the center of gravity of the rod will make the rod to rotate in clockwise direction, and the rod will be in unbalanced condition, or it will not be in equilibrium, because there will only be a single torque which will be produced by W. To keep the rod in equilibrium, a force should be applied on the opposite side here, and to make the torques equal, so the clockwise torque and anti-clockwise torque will balance the rod. So they are saying that when we apply a force of 100 Newton on point A, on the end A, the rod becomes balanced. Now we have to find the weight of the rod which is acting at G. In this condition, we have to apply the second condition of equilibrium. We have to find the weight of the rod and the reaction of wedge, and for the reaction of wedge we will use the first condition of equilibrium. But first of all, we will find the weight by using second condition of equilibrium. When we make data, F, the force which is acting at point A, is 100 Newton. The distance OA, because the second condition of equilibrium is about torque, and torque always needs moment arm. When we know the moment arms of the forces, we can find the torque. So distance of A from the wedge is the moment arm of F, and distance G from O wedge is the moment arm of W. So OA, this distance is 0.5 meter, and AG is equal to BG. Distance A to G and B to G, as I have already said that G is at the center of the rod, so there should be 0.75 meter on both sides. If the distance of A to O is 0.5 meter, then distance OG should be 0.25 meters. They have subtracted 0.75 minus 0.5, and the answer of OG is 0.25 meters. This is the moment arm of W. Now we have to find the weight and reaction of the weight. As I said that to find weight of the rod, we will apply the second condition of equilibrium, so that sum of all torques equals to 0. There are two torques acting on the rod, the torque of F and the torque of W. But here is also a torque which is produced by the force F, because there are three forces are acting, F and W downward and R in upward direction. But you can see that the moment arm of F is OA, so we will multiply F by OA. The moment arm of W is OG, so we will multiply W by OG. But the moment arm of R is 0. because the moment arm is always the distance of the force from the pivot. R is at the pivot, so there will be no moment arm of R, so the torque of R will be 0. When we multiply F 100 by AO distance 0.5 meter and W by OG distance 0.25 meter and bring W is equals to 0.25 meter on the opposite side, we'll get W into 0.5 equals to 100 into 0.5, or W is equals to 100 Newton into 0.5 meter divided by 0.25 meters. When we bring 0.25 meters on the opposite side, and when we solve this, we get weight of rod as 200 newtons. Now, to find the force of weight, the R, we'll apply the first condition of equilibrium, that sum of all forces are 0. There are three forces acting on the body, F acting on the rod, F and W in downward direction, R in upward direction. As I told you that when forces are acting in opposite directions, the forces in one direction are taken as positive and the forces in opposite direction are taken as negative. So here R is taken as positive in upward direction, and F and W both are acting downward, so they will be taken negative. So our equation will become R minus F minus W is equals to 0 when we will put the values of F and W. R minus 100 minus 200 equals to 0, or R will be equal to 300 newtons.